After a 1-0 loss on Friday when the Badgers fired 41 shots on goal, Wisconsin bounced back on Saturday, got back on the winning track with a 5-0 win over Alaska Anchorage. Freshman William Whitelaw potted a pair of goals. Charlie Stramel and Jack Horbach both scored their first of the season, and freshman goaltender William Grandma was simply amazing. Now the Badgers resume Big Ten play this weekend against Ohio State. I'm Brian Posick, and head coach Mike Hastings joins us next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
Toyotathon is on. Time to make the holidays picture perfect with a new Toyota, like Camry, Tacoma, Grand Highlander, and more. Celebrate the season with a new Toyota. We're gonna need a bigger tree.
Right now, you can get 3.99% APR financing plus $1,000 cash back on a new Tacoma when you finance through Toyota Financial Services.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
Well, Mike, you snapped that 3-game losing streak on Saturday with a 5-0 win over Alaska Anchorage. A lot of good things came of that game, specifically the play of your goaltender, William Grandma, who said afterwards it was so much fun. He had tears in his eyes beforehand. That was just a feel-good story for a young man that has worked really hard to get that opportunity.
It was really good just because of the time that he's put in. I do think he was probably, with it being his first collegiate start, was probably a little more nervous than any of the other freshmen at the beginning of the year, and just went out and played his tail off, and we put him at times on an island, especially at the beginning of the third period when he had the save that he had. I just thought he managed it very well, and because of how he prepares, because of the type of human being that he is, the teammate that he is, I think everybody was excited for him.
Yeah, I know William Whitelaw was excited. He potted a pair on Saturday night. Here's a goal scorer that you've said before, when goal scorers don't score, they get a little angry, and hopefully he's got a smile on his face this week.
Yeah, he has, a little hop in his step, and he's somebody that most goal scorers, they look at their value. If they're not scoring, they don't feel as valuable as when they are, and it was great to see him get one, but then turn around and get the second one. Sometimes that can be streaky. I hope that pours over into this weekend, but he's definitely having a good week of practice, and I think that's a lot because of the confidence of what he drew from on Saturday.
Yeah, you have 8 freshmen on your squad. William was the last to see action in goal. That's a tough transition going from junior hockey to the college ranks. You've gone through that before with freshmen in the past.
I think it's the hardest step that I've seen is when young players go from high school or from midget hockey to junior hockey in the North American League, in the USHL, wherever that might be. But I will tell you, there's definitely an adjustment when you take that step into the collegiate game. And these young men haven't only been, I guess, requested by the staff to come in and make an impact. It's almost been demanded because they come in, they want to get theirs. We need them to contribute, especially when you look at the number that we have this year with 8 and 4 transfers. So we need those guys to come in and be contributors from day one, and a lot of those guys have.
Yeah, 3 of the freshmen are defensemen, including Brady Cleveland, the Wausau native. Let's take 2 minutes with Brady. I know this, obviously your first year with the Wisconsin Badgers. What's your freshman year been like, not only with the hockey program, but on the campus as well?
Yeah, I think just getting started off, it was a lot. It was a big change for me, just actually being in person school now and being at the rink like half the day and just kind of managing the time between classes and practice. I think it was a challenge at first, but kind of got settled in, and it's been a great first half of the year.
In-school classes where you get to meet people. When you were at the National Team Development Program, it was nothing like that, was it?
Yeah, no, I think we had like 2 hours every day of like study hall, but we were just with my teammates, so I didn't have any outside interaction like I do now.
Yeah. Do you enjoy going to class?
Sometimes. It depends on the day, really.
Does it depend on the class too?
Yeah, it also depends on the class. I mean, some of the classes, they do a good job of keeping you engaged, but some of them they don't. So,
Brady, as I mentioned, played in the National Team Development Program. So what's the difference on the ice from where you played the last couple of years to where you are now?
Yeah, I think now it's a lot harder. The guys are a lot bigger, a lot older, and it's a more structured game. I think playing in the USHL last year, it's kind of more run around, like there's a lot going on the ice. But this year, it's really structured. Teams play a certain way, and they're not going to really stray from that. So I think in terms of that, just going against bigger, older guys and sometimes faster. So.
Sure. Mike Hastings is a defensive-oriented coach. What type of impact has he had on you as you've been preparing and playing your freshman year?
Yeah, I think coach has helped me a lot. I think just from the beginning of the year, he's pulled me aside and taught me a lot of things just going along. He wants to help me become a better hockey player, and very thankful for that. So we've been working on little things, and during practice, if he sees something he doesn't like or wants to correct, he'll come up to me and tell me. So
yeah. The Detroit Red Wings like Brady enough to make him a second-round pick in this past year's draft. What a thrill that must have been. Take us through some of the highlights when you got that call and figuring out, wow, Red Wings take me in the second round. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I was there with my family, and right away, I couldn't even believe it. It was almost like a dream come true, and I think just that whole day was something really special. And once you get picked, you go down there and take all these pictures and all that, and then they get your information, and you get right on a flight the next morning and go to camp. So it's really something crazy, and it was a whirlwind of a few weeks there, and just really glad it happened.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at HighVe. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the HighVe Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week, it's the Perks price every day. With the HighVe Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop, and count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for HighVe Perks. It's free and easy.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
Well, the Badgers' 6-game homestand continues this weekend back into Big Ten play against Ohio State. You can look at the record of the Buckeyes. You shouldn't. They're a well-coached team. Steve Rawlick, the former Badgers captain and national champion, will have them coming in here hungry, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm finding in my short time in the Big Ten that, there are no off nights. There are no easy nights. And we're going to have to earn what we want to earn here in our own building. So for us, it's trying to get off to a good start. Halliday, who's leading their team in scoring, is somebody that has shown over the first 2 years in this league that he can be a dominant player. They've gotten good goaltending. Their special teams this last weekend were very productive, especially on the power play. So as it is with any play within the Big Ten, you're going to have to go and earn it, and we're going to have to do that this weekend.
All right, the Badgers and the Buckeyes play Friday night at 7 o'clock. Saturday, it's an 8 o'clock face-off. Saturday is also goalie night, plus there's a mask walk. A bunch of former Badger goaltenders are bringing their masks to the concourse so you can walk up and down and take a look. Should be a lot of fun. And Bill Howard, the longtime goalie coach and UW Athletics Hall of Famer, will drop the ceremonial puck on Saturday night. Both games on the Badger Sports Network and the Varsity Network app. For Mike Hastings and Jay Williams, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.